Today we're going to do a Dyson versus Kirby video. On the right is a Dyson DC-17 Animal. On the left is a G7D Kirby. The Dyson has an empty canister. It has been shaken out, so there should be no dust in it. The Kirby bag has been used once. There's only a little bit of dirt in the bottom of it. I think a Kirby with the bag being used once is a better test than an empty bag, being that once you put a clean bag on and you vacuum your floor once, that bag is no longer, the pores begin to plug up on the machine. So I think it's a better test of performance on a machine to have a bag that's partially dirty than one that's clean, because I mean, any machine can have good performance when it's empty, but really test is when the machine begins to fill up. Does it have that ability to keep cleaning, or does its cleaning performance immediately begin to drop? On the carpet here, I have spread some dirt, and I've worked it in really well. I think it's a little better test than just pine shavings. I'm going to use the Kirby first and make one pass forward and back, and then I'm going to use the Dyson and see if it picks up anything that the Kirby has left behind. Now we'll do one pass with the Dyson through the same area. So here's what the Dyson picked up in one pass, forward and back, over the same spot that the Kirby went over. A lot of little particulate. I think the Dyson, it gets its power from its really violent brush roll. It does, when it comes to scrubbing power, it will always be a Kirby because of its stiff bristles. This carpet I'm testing on is really old. I don't know how, I'd say maybe 20 years old or some older. So it's frayed out over the years, so a lot of the fibers are not as tight. So I think in here, a lot of the time, the Dyson will outperform the Kirby because of its scrubbing power to knock the particulate and things that are stuck inside the unwound carpet fibers loose. Comparative, where with the Kirby, it uses more of its suction. Its bristles are much softer in comparison. I took the dirt that I picked up with the Dyson and dumped it back into the carpet. I'm going to go over the same spot with the Kirby 4 times. That's one pass is once forward, once back. So I'm going to do that 4 times and see if the Kirby can pick up all this little particulate out of the carpeting. I started my first pass and realized I didn't have the carpet head all the way down, so I stopped and pulled it back and did the other ones. So now I'm going to go back over with the Dyson and find out if it pulls up anything. There's what the Dyson picked up after the Kirby. I think some of that, though, came from these cyclone heads. They have a tendency to collect dust. Between the tests, I took this out and shook it out, and I got a lot more dust out of it, but I didn't blow it out again. So some of that could still be dust from the first test that was stuck in there, and then when I was doing it, it pulled it out. I think as the reason the Dyson works better in here, as I said before, is because it's brush roll. It's very stiff. I'll get that here in a minute and show you. And here's the Dyson brush head roll. You see these are very stiff. They hardly move at all. They're almost solid. You can see some of the carpet fibers this thing picks up. I just cleaned this a few days ago. This thing has a tendency to pull. It's amazing what it'll pick up on that head. I know I found carpet stitching and things off of the older floors before on this. So here are the Kirby's bristles. As you can see, they're much softer. And you can also see the dust coming out of them. So as you can tell, they don't scrub as well as the Dyson bristles.